Hey guys, Studfit here. Hope you're enjoying the Rosalina tour. We got a new Shivers pipe, a 50 pipe here. Want to walk you through the contents and strategy. I'll be going in about 450 rubies, saving some rubies for the week 2 pipe. Should be a good pipe. It looks like at least 9 high ends. Here's the hunch I have. I actually think the week 2 pipe will have 12 high ends. I know that sounds crazy, but there are 9 items that look like they're going to be featured. If they throw another 3 in there, could be 12. I have a sneaky suspicion. Even if it's 9, it's going to be a good pipe. So I'm going to go into this pipe and I'm going to drain it twice and have enough rubies to do so. But I'm actually going to be pretty pumped for this week 2 pipe. Before I get into that, though, I've had a number of people ask me, hey, Studfit, what's the update on the daily selects and the data that you found? So I kind of wanted to review that with you. So I started collecting data from the SNES tour. And if any of you remember from the poll videos around that time, I was very lucky getting SNES Mario. I ended up getting him in a 10 pool. I reset, got him in another 10 pool, reset, got him in another 10 pool. It was pretty incredible. And then from there, in the daily selects, I was still maxing them out. I was just wrapping things up right as that tour ended. And I ended up getting 24 high-end tickets in that one tour, which was ridiculous. I obviously have never seen anything since. In fact, that LA tour, this is the data from there. I only got 4 high ends the entire tour, 4 high end tickets the entire tour. It was very depressing coming off of a period of time where I was getting 1 or 2 high end tickets every single day. And so to only get one every few days and having maxed out my daily selects, I was like, this is so odd. I just maxed out my daily selects. I should be seeing more. And I was accustomed to it. I was that Pavlov's dog. I was already salivating every evening, going to bed excited to wake up the next day and then starting off my day in a terrible mood. So that was the LA tour. Not a great tour for me. But really from that point on, it's been very consistent for me. And, my spending has actually been pretty consistent. I go into the 100 pipes, every other tour or so and pull on the 50 pipes almost every single time and spend really just about the same amount of rubies every single tour. So from that standpoint, nothing spectacular there, nothing out of the normal versus a couple of my other friends on ER that are also in the Kart Life Discord. Good examples would be DK Quagmire and ER Stanler, who I frequently get updates as to how their daily selects have been. Very different approaches. I think ER Stanler saves a lot of his rubies, uses them all in one pipe. I mean, we're talking about, thousands of rubies all into one pipe, which I commend him for. I'm not good at saving rubies. And so from that standpoint, very different approaches. Both of them have been seeing more high-end tickets than I have on average. But then, another good example of another situation, ER Comtrues, heard from him today. He's only gotten, 4 or 5 high-end tickets per tour, and he's got in the hundreds of thousands of coins. So, anyway, that's their situation. I'll kind of talk a little bit about mine. So ironically, from the LA tour on, I got 9 high ends, 7 high ends. And when I'm talking about high ends, I'm talking about the tickets. So 9 high end tickets, 7 high end tickets, 9 high end tickets, 7 high end tickets, 9 high end tickets. And that's where I'm at right now. So it's been pretty consistent, averaging 8 high end tickets per tour. So as you can see here was the following tour, and I have all this data all extrapolated out. So if you want to see these by tour, you see kind of on the end there. I've been keeping track really from the last 6 tours. I'm going to look back at the last 4 tours, which gives us about 2 months worth of data. And this is kind of what that data looks like when it comes to keeping the high ends there in pink, supers in yellow, and the normals there in gray. Nothing too crazy. Saw a couple spikes here and there. There was a week or so where I saw more high ends this past tour, but that's about it. So this is what I was mentioning before, 24 down to 4, and then 97979. So my expectations would be this tour, I get 7 high-end tickets. So not as important. What I wanted to point out to you, shout out to Caleb Graham, who put this together for me. This is his spreadsheet. He just basically took my data and put it in there. But really over the last 2 months, I've gotten pretty good understanding of my data. It's been pretty regular. So jumping into that, I've seen about, 4.5 or so normal tickets per day, 2.5 super tickets per day, and about 60% chance of seeing a high end per day. So interesting stats there. What I want to point your attention to, over this period of time, I've gotten 41 high end tickets. But that second area from the top, this is percentage of each ticket ever received. So what I thought was interesting and might help you is if you get your daily selects, again, all of mine have been maxed out for well over this period of time, but the normal driver tickets, about 34% chance, normal Kart tickets, about 20% chance, and glider normal ticket, about 8% of the time. Super driver, about 17%, super Kart, 10%, super glider, 4%. Now to the high ends, about 5% chance of getting a driver high end every single day. Each day this is the case. 2% for a high end Kart and 1% for a high end glider. So not great odds there. Only 8% chance of me getting this high end driver there in each. Well, this is technically each of these percentages are for each slot, if you think about it that way. So for me, I have 60% chance of getting a high end ticket, and that's because you have 8% in each slot. So think about it that way. That's helpful for me to know, But I think everyone talks about gliders being the most rare high-end ticket. I would also agree with that, but I believe that the driver high-end ticket is the most common, at least from my experience. That's been the case, and that's the main point I wanted to point out there. I think last piece here on the very bottom left corner, time to get high-end drivers. So in 14 days, I'm probably going to get 5 high-end driver tickets. Which is important for me and, kind of pacing myself and predicting where I'll be. So just kind of a little fun fact there. That's my data. I know TK Quagmire has been keeping his data not quite as long, but he also does a unique thing here with successful purchases. So he had 14 last tour, 10 this past tour. So again, your range in there, for me it was 7 or 9, average of 8. His average between these last 2 tours, he only started, taking screenshots when if he didn't buy a ticket or something like that. So, his average is right around 12 or so per tour. Everyone's a little different, as I mentioned, True's only averaging 4 or 5. So, everyone's tour for whatever reason is a little bit different. I've also been keeping my resources as well as how many coins I've been having. Here's DK with 60,000 coins, really been under 100,000 for quite a many tours. I think really a week or two, he's been under 100,000. That seems to be, I've been seeing more tickets with me having less than 100,000 coins for what it's worth. Still collecting that data, but want to give you an update on that. All right, so appreciate your patience there. Got the Shivers pipe. Let's jump into that and specifically what those contents are. You can do this. You can see what's in there. Got King Bob-omb, Luigi, Penguin Luigi, Ice Mario, Steel Driver, Ice Blue, Poltergeist, Sushi Racer, Blizzard Balloons, Butterfly Wings, Manta Glider, 111. Getting into the contents when it comes to percentages, pretty normal for a 50 pipe. As I predicted, this is identical to the Princess pipe. 111, so not the best odds for, especially when it comes to rubies. So normally, coins per ruby, you're looking at 355 for a 100 pipe. This is just slightly more with 369, but not much more. 24% chance of getting supers versus a 20%. Other than that, it's basically the same odds, just in a smaller pipe. As for my contents and my strategy going into this pipe is that I'm trying to avoid drivers. I already have Ice Mario at 6. If I get Penguin Luigi, if I get King Bob-omb, that's great. But I'm going to try to just to avoid the whole category because I don't necessarily need the coins. I'd rather get the high-end drivers. So from my standpoint, I'm going to, when I pull Ice Mario, I'm sure I'm going to treat him like a high-end and reset depending on if I've beaten the pipe, except for if I've gotten the driver, I might go a little bit further into the pipe because I really want the carts. Here's why. See here, I don't have this this Poltergeist at all. The steel driver is an awesome cart. I'm looking forward to hopefully getting it to, if I can get it to 4 this tour. I'm actually, from this pipe, I'm actually really, really excited. I'd love to have it at 4 for ranked. It's a great cart. I might use a ticket on it if I have to, but I'd love to have it at 4. As for the gliders, great gliders for sure. I would love to get the gliders as well. So if I don't get King Bob-omb, I'm not too worried about it. I have him, and I haven't really used him much. His coverage is decent. I actually would be excited to get Penguin Luigi, but I just would rather avoid the category, if the driver category, if at all possible. I have him at 5 right now. I'd love to get him at 6. He's number 3 on our top 10 list, and a very valuable glider, or a very valuable driver for sure. So that's the contents of the pipe. I'm going to be pulling to drain it twice, and let's jump right in without further ado. All right, we got a green pipe. Not sure why there's no sound. I did turn it on, but not a big deal. You know what the sounds sound like. Yeah, so again, kind of treat this like a 100 pipe. I shouldn't be getting a high end, anything in this pipe high end, except for about 60% of the time, meaning that probably every 2 10 pulls, I should be getting a high end on average. That's what the pipe owes me. And so to get a green pipe right off the bat, to be expected, for sure. As I mentioned, this is normal to get one high end every 2 pulls. I'm hoping, again, trying to avoid the drivers, trying to get the carts if at all possible. We'll see what the high end of the day is, the one that I keep pulling. Hopefully it's the steel driver. That's the one I'm kind of gunning for. The driver, please do not be Ice Mario. Okay. Whew. Penguin Luigi. So if I were to reset here, it wouldn't be too much better. I would have technically beaten this pipe because it would have owed me only 1.2. But as I mentioned, this is a little different. I'm trying to avoid specific categories. I'm going to be draining this twice, so my expectations would be that I'm going to walk away with 6 high ends, assuming I don't pull an Ice Mario. However, I could reset this and pull an Ice Mario, and I would be screwed. So, technically, from an on perspective, I would be resetting here. But whenever you're going for something specific, things change. Yeah, you're not going for just pure high ends. You're going for something specific, and for that, my goals have changed. So, gonna keep going in. Hoping for a cart or glider. Green. Kind of wishing that music was on. Because I have a feeling there will be a lot of green pipes today. Oh boy. Butterfly wings. Nice. That's awesome. So fake green pipe. And that's one of the reasons why I guess I don't breeze through these pipes. and miss something. So in this case, there'd be 2 full 10 pulls and only 1 item. It's not great odds there, but it's the item I want. Man, that's tough. So this is a tough situation. I could do a 10 pull, get green, and then do single pulls. But I could do 2 pulls. That's tough. This is the point I don't want to be at, because I've beaten this pipe and done a pretty good job with it in there. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm gonna reset. Could have gone 2 more pulls in and gotten a cart there, but I've gotten 3 high ends, or 2 high ends and 3 pulls. Beat that pipe. Gonna go back in. All right. So that looks good so far. Not kicking myself for that. Well, unless this is Ice Mario, then I'm screwed. I think I know why there's no music. I don't have my headphones. I'm just doing this speaker style. I'm assuming that's the case. All right, I feel good about this. Oh. Come on, I know you're in there. There it is. Boom. Steel driver. Love that. So I'm going to be resetting. Beat that pipe again. So from that standpoint, again, I only had, basically half a chance to get to high end in that pool, and I got one. So I reset. And look at that. Another high end pipe. Phenomenal. Ooh. Okay. Right off the bat, man, this could be a double. I hope I didn't just jinx myself, but it could be a double. Either way, I'm resetting after this reveal. Yeah, so that ice poltergeist, I'm pretty pumped about that. I would love to just get that once. Missed all of the ice items. Those are some of the remaining ones in my inventory. Those darkened out items on the carts. Missed that. Obviously, Comet Tail's something I'm looking forward to, hopefully being in this week 2 pipe and pulling as well. All right, so I'm resetting for obvious reasons, going back in. Let's see what we get. Come on, Steel Driver. Oh my goodness. Very lucky day for me. This is not expected. I always feel bad when I have really good odds here, because then people are like, oh, I'm going to start pulling. I'm going to go in. I'm going to get the same results. And it's different. This just happens to be my lucky day. You see me go to the bottom of pipes for sure. But this has been a relief. That is for sure. Let's see what it is, though. Okay. So much hype. There we go. As I just mentioned, I did not have this. This was the only item in this pipe I do not have. Now I have it. Dash panel plus, pretty decent. Looks pretty sweet. Not sure exactly. I don't know. And of course, it's the last one in there. I'm going to be resetting for obvious reasons. Again, temper your own expectations for these pipes. This is pretty incredible. Honestly, I might just get what I get out of this. I'm probably just going to go until I beat this pipe. And then on this one. Oh my gosh. You guys, I guarantee you, there's going to be people pulling on this pipe saying, oh, it looks so good. It looks so tasty. Studfit made it look so easy. And you may not see the same results. So please, asterisks. This is phenomenal luck. And I hope you have the same luck, but you may not. Come on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's what I wanted. All right, so I think I'm done. I'm calling this a wraps, man. I wanted the steel driver at 4 for ranked. I got it. I got the icy blue poltergeist that I didn't have. Happy about that. And I avoided Ice Mario by getting Penguin Luigi, and also got a butterfly sunset, butterfly wings. Man, you know what? I don't need anything more from this pipe. I am done out of this pipe. I am so done. But I think, I think for value out of this pipe, I crushed it. I do not expect that for everybody. I'm gonna go into the week 2 pipe with hopefully a decent amount of rubies. I'm gonna definitely get the dark buggy. It seems like a good cart. At least from Jump Boost Plus. And other than that, I'm going to avoid the other pack for sure. I already have the rainy balloons and obviously the black shy guy. So I'm going to have a little bit more rubies going to week 2. I will definitely be pulling into that pipe, may record a video. I'm not entirely sure. But regardless, thanks for joining me today. Thanks for, I'm going to just go ahead and anyone who's watching this, you're my good luck charm. You helped me get some good luck today, so I appreciate you watching. Let me know how your pipe pulls go, and as always, good luck.